Hi, we're in K1 and we're making Chinese hot and sour soup. We're going to make it in a wok. The ingredients that we need are ginger, scallions, ground pork, a chiffonade of cabbage cut so that it fits on a soup spoon. We have lily blossoms, also cut to fit a soup spoon. In this instance, we've combined them with black Chinese fungus. We have our chicken stock, which will make up the bulk of the liquid. Then we have our seasoning liquid of dark soy sauce, rice vinegar, our garnish of firm silken tofu. We have some cornstarch in a slurry to thicken the whole mixture, and then we have eggs that you then whisk to enrich and finish it, and some sesame oil to act as a finishing agent as well. To begin with, we're going to put about 2 or 3 ounces of oil into the bottom of the wok. Do this before you turn the wok on. Then, moving into the controls, you'll turn on the large valve first. This will do nothing except bring the gas to the appliance. It will not ignite it. The next thing you do is turn the center valve on. We don't need the outside valve in this instance because we just need to sweat some aromatics. You should be able to look between the crack of the wok and the wok range and see the flame and lower it down so that it is sweating temperature, not searing temperature. So moderate to low flame. Before the oil has a chance to get too hot, add your garlic, add your ginger and your scallions. Gently push them around and keep your nose open. You want to smell the aroma of the ginger and the scallions. You don't really want to brown anything, so control your heat so that that doesn't happen. And as soon as you can smell the aroma, you should add your ground pork. When you add the ground pork, you're adding a lot of cold ingredient to a warm wok. You might want to increase your heat slightly. Again, using the center burner only and looking at the flame to check that it's not too high. You want to cook the pork until it's no longer raw. Don't worry about searing it or browning it. Just cook it so that it's not pink any longer. If you use the surface area of the range, spread it out on the wok, it will cook a little bit quicker. Allow it to cook for a few seconds on one side and then use your spatula and turn it over. Go ahead, turn it over. This is turned down a little bit lower than we should have it for this process. This mixture now is pretty wet, so we want a little bit higher flame. If you look, you can see the flame now beneath the wok. That's going to increase the heat and speed this process up. Don't turn the heat up higher than you can manage, but at the other hand, don't slow yourself down unnecessarily. The wok is a lot like a saute pan. You're in control, whatever your comfort zone is, however quickly you can cook. Okay, at this point, the pork no longer looks raw, so we're going to add our cabbage. Combine the cabbage with the other ingredients. All we want to do is combine them, wilt the cabbage slightly, and at this temperature that shouldn't take too long. cabbage is starting to wilt a little bit, we can add our next ingredients, which is our combination of black fungus and lily blossoms, and then immediately we can add our chicken stock. It's important that you have all your mise en place lined up right next to the wok, because if you have to walk away to get something, the likelihood is that you'll come back and the ingredients that are in the wok will be scorched before you can get your liquid in. Pour the liquid in as quickly as you can. That'll keep it from running down the side of the pot and into your sleeve. You can see how hot that wok is. The stock is simmering as soon as it hits the edge. At this point, we're going to allow it to simmer until the cabbage is tender, and then we'll come back and finish the dish with our soy sauce, our vinegar, our slurry, our egg, our sesame oil, and finally our tofu.